Don't let them take you out, your spirit gotta stay focused. Can't go back living how I was, cause it's repulsive. I don't ask for much, this all I ever wanted. And not killing, die behind it, you can quote me. Yeah, these hoes for the streets, they ain't holy. I ain't pulling up the spiritual when devils kiss your boots. We ain't no cowards, please don't say what you gon' do. Or post some on the internet you think you gotta prove. Cause I got Karak Ice, I got Shia War, got Kasarpakai, I got Imawan, got Kabataban, I got Tazaba, got Kakamaima, got Karanyala, got Yaragabar, Tribe of Issachar, bring out Gobble War. Couple young men in this bitch with an olive oil. If you ain't in these ranks, then you out of order. It's a time for everything right now, it's time for war. And I'm still the same nigga when I'm not recording. I pull up, shoot from half like I'm Michael Jordan. I don't think they fit to join the Lord's army. I survived a Christian church, moral of the story. I done beat so many demons, I got war stories. Garment look so hardcore, look like I morphed on him. Appetite for battle, yeah, I'm war hungry. I ain't choose this life, the Lord chose me. I'm a certified priest and I don't take that lightly. How I feel about this shit, yeah, I can't describe it. I know they mad at me, cause I can't trust the white man. I gird up my loins and did something mighty. Yeah, what's done in private, it's gonna come to light. Speak the truth into these bones and watch them come to life. All my friends are dead, let loose all the plagues, yeah.
Shalom, Israel, with the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the Commanding General Yohana. This is ISUPK Austin Tuesday Brotherhood class. Brotherhood is a weapon. Sisterhood is a weapon. It is absolutely necessary. It is absolutely something that we need. Because if you ain't got no brother or sisterhood, how the hell else are you going to know any damn thing? Okay, without somebody teaching you. You see, these other nations, they have brotherhood because they learn everything. One time I seen Captain Yatazak cut an Arab with the Quran, and you know what he said? Even though he's seen it in his book, in his own book, in his own records and documents that he believes, you know what he said to Captain Yatazak? He said, "I'm gonna go ask my brothers." We had to respect that, you know, because he said he's going to go ask his brothers, even though you said something. You are not his brother. You are from another nation. So since you are not his brother, he is not going to just take your word for it. He's going to go to the men above him. Okay? We need brotherhood like that. Somebody tell you the earth is flat, now you leaving the truth because you like, damn, the earth is flat. They're not teaching flat earth. The earth is flat. Really? We come from the Anunnaki. We come from the Anunnaki. You know, we are gods and goddesses. Okay? What you need to understand is that you're destroyed like the rest of us. All right? Just like a Christian, just like a Muslim, Egyptologist, all of our people that partake in these things, we are destroyed. Somebody give me that, Hosea 4:6. This is perfect. Hosea 4:6 is definitely perfect about this. Okay.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are
who?
My people.
My what?
My people.
My people. My people, that is possessive. That means the Lord has a people. The Lord is talking about his people. He's not talking about everybody. He can't be talking about everybody if he's talking about his people. If I'm talking about my people, there's no possible way that I could be talking about everybody. Okay? I can only be talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians because that's what I am. Continue reading.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
For what?
Lack of knowledge.
You see, we don't have no knowledge. That's why when we think we get all this high science, you think you get all this high science and you're so educated and you start talking good and you're able to deceive the people. Then we think we got all this high education and all this knowledge. But the Bible says what?
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
See, God's people, they're destroyed for a lack of knowledge. That's why we can follow anything. We'll follow any damn thing at any damn time, whatever they tell us. Like tonight's topic is alternative lifestyles. There was a time where you didn't get praise for living an alternative lifestyle. You actually were condemned. Okay? When I was young, you knew who they were, but they would never come out and say it. They would hide it. They were weirdos. Now you're looked at as a weirdo because you don't accept it, because you don't agree with it. Now you're the weird one. Okay? They could say anything they want. They say stuff that don't make sense. They say your color, okay? All right, they say, what's the one that I heard? The dude asked, why can't he consider himself, an African American? I'll use that term. And the alternative lifestyle said, because you were born that. Well, he said, well, you were born a man. Right. And they can't get that simple understanding. They can't get the simple understanding that, and this is another thing that they do. They want you to accept and understand their way, but they don't want to give you the same courtesy. Just like if you're a man and you believe that you're a woman, fine. You could believe that. But why can't I believe you're a man? Why can't I have the same courtesy that you're given? You're allowed to think and believe whatever you want. Why am I not? Why? Because I don't understand, then it's a bad thing. Okay? I'm not changing biology. And I'm going to tell you this. I say this every time I teach this class. If they find your remains years later, off of your bone structure, I don't care what your sexual orientation is, I don't care what you say you are, they will say, we found the 12-year-old male remains, or we found 24-year-old male remains, or we found 36-year-old male remains, or 12-year-old female remains. They don't know that you was born Jim, but now you're Jennifer because of your bone structure. Right. It's biology, it's science, it's all these things. It's everything that the Lord did to make you either a man or a woman. So in your mind, you can say whatever the hell you are, but your body is what your body is. You can't change that. At Demakia, get some of them articles I pulled up too. Go ahead and finish that scripture.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
You see, we rejected that knowledge of the Most High, as we do today. Today, people are rejecting the knowledge of the Most High. Y'all go out to camp, y'all talk to y'all family members, y'all talk to people every day, talking about the truth. And they are rejecting that knowledge. Okay? That's why we are destroyed, because we are rejecting the knowledge of God. What is the knowledge of God? The laws, them statutes, and the commandments, because that's what makes us different. That's the knowledge that we have that makes us completely different than everybody else in the world, because we know what we're supposed to do and what we're not supposed to do according to God. Continue reading.
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
Mm-hmm.
See, thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
And since we've forgotten that law, we were no priest to the Most High. But when them priests came back into the earth in 1969 through the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, the priests are back. The priests are here. But you don't want to listen to them because they might be poor like you. They might not have a job like you don't have a job. Okay? They might not do so well in your oppressors. You see, and a lot of people equate that with that. That's why those them purple people, they all got money. I don't know if y'all know that, but none of them are poor. But I don't know if y'all understand why they're not poor. Do y'all know why they're not poor? None of them.
You said the rich people, sir.
The purple people.
Oh, because they only support the rich, so they get stuff from them.
Yeah, but that's not why they. Go ahead, you try it. It's gonna blow your mind. Just think of getting an apartment. What do they do? Go ahead.
Somebody said, "Only got connections with the oppressor."
Well, they got that too, but they check. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I said, why do you think them purple people got? Why do you think everybody in there has money? Why do you think there's no poor people in their congregation?
Because like I said, they're not living right. Like they're not living the right way.
That's not it. It's so easy. When I say it, it's gonna blow your mind.
Because they only allow people with money inside the school.
You're pretty much right because they check. Go ahead, Tamakia.
Sister Ayana online commented, they are leaving their heaven right here on earth.
Oh yeah, that's what they're doing. I mean, but we all gonna live that. Terrence, young man Terrence.
So like you said, is it because they have respect the person?
They do. They definitely do. But this is what they do. Go ahead, one more, and I'm gonna give it to you.
Like, so is it because some of them are Semites and they got their kids right now?
No, because they check. You gotta bring a pay stub to them. You can't join them.
So they are like probation officers?
Oh yeah, they want to know how much income so they can make sure you're giving the right amount. They need to see a bank statement. They want to see that. They make you sign a NDA. You got to sign a non-disclosure agreement. They talk about how secretive we are and all that. I believe you know every damn thing about us. I believe it's all out there because I ain't signed a goddamn thing. Okay? I didn't have to sign nothing. I didn't have to show nothing. I didn't have to show no bank statement. That's why they're like that. Okay? They are like that because they want a statement to know if you're even qualified to be in there. They don't feed the poor. You know how you feed the poor? They think it's a sin to feed the poor because they're non-believers. Nigga, y'all are non-believers. Y'all don't believe. How the hell you not supposed to feed the poor? The people who need help. Your people who need help. How the hell are we supposed to Zephaniah? Give me that, Zephaniah 2:1. How are we supposed to do this? And you're not willing to feed the homeless. How can we all come together? Not everybody's going to be rich. They said we don't give a damn about Trayvon Martin, but they marched for Kyrie. Go ahead and read that, Zephaniah 2:1.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
You see, they only gather together the people in the nation who are desired. The person with the good job, the person with the income, the person with the clean shape up. They accept that. They want you clean cut. They want you looking like an American. They want you looking like the oppressor. That's why they dress like Romans for their Passover.
Right.
Why would you dress like Romans? Why would y'all come in there looking like that? They spit in the face of the Most High. Continue reading.
Verse 2.
Oh no, I don't need that. I just needed Zephaniah 2:1. Gather together, O nation not desired. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the nation not desired. Just because you don't believe what I believe, just because you don't know what I know, doesn't make you not a part of this nation. Like, you are still a part of this nation. Because at any time, you can be in here and I can be out of here.
Like you said about man, it's like what the generals were saying last night on live. They were saying that these purple people, they'll go over there and, gather Hamites and those people, bring them back over here. When we got brothers in South America that need our help, and they are brothers, but y'all don't want to help them. Y'all gonna rather go help some Hamites.
Exactly. They love to do that. And they helped a Hamite right to Joy Morgan, Salakia.
Right.
And she was unalived by him. That's why you're not supposed to give your sons, your daughters to their sons, or take their daughters for your sons. That's point blank, period. And that is the problem. Damak, you got any articles that I pulled up?
You want the just how big from privacy risk?
Here, I gotta even go and see. I don't even know where I'm at. What it look like? Yeah, I want it.
All right.
Let me see if it's this one. What does it say? Just how big?
Just how big of privacy risk?
Oh no, that's not mine. You gotta go in the email and find it. Salakia. Yeah, I seen that up there earlier. That wasn't mine.
No.
ISUPK. Just go on to Gmail, and it should be right in there. You should see something from Shamar. And I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got nothing I sent you. Okay. So you can go to the Wikipedia. I'll send it to the ISUPK email. Just pull up another screen and type in Gmail, and our Gmail should come up. The Gmail didn't at all? All right, we might just say forget it. It's the same password. All right, any questions? Y'all had any questions though before we start? All right, go ahead.
Like, sir, if I may, I had a person not come to me, but they said that. He said that.
Hey, can we get some waters in here
men
too?
are the ones who created sin.
You said men's are?
Yeah,
Men
she
are?
said men are the ones who created sin. Is that true?
All right. Let's get this. Here, I'll get it for you. Let's go to 1 Timothy 2:14. Why do people just talk? I don't think they I don't know. But why do they say that? Before we get into this, why do they say that Adam sinned first? Why do they say that? Did they tell you that? Why they believe that? Because it can't be off of the Bible.
Like, so I think it's more of a girl power feminine type thing.
And I believe that. I believe that. You know why? Because if you're drunk and a girl's drunk and y'all have intercourse, she can call rape on you. Even though she don't have to be able to contain herself when she's drunk. But you should be able to. Even though y'all have a consensual sex. Okay? So I do believe that. I do believe it's some feminist girl power. But, you're just naive. And you know where the word naive comes from? Nigh unto Eve, close to Eve. There's nothing there? Yeah, you're right, because I got that message that you just did, but I didn't get no message. Forget it. Forget them. There ain't no heavy articles anyway. It's just some little stuff. Okay. So they're just naive because they're nigh unto Eve. All right. Why would you even say that when you know that Eve, what did Christians say? Eve brought the apple to Adam. But Eve was the one out there talking, right? And then she brought it to Adam and he followed her. Don't ever be no weak man and just follow your woman. Go ahead, young man, Terrence.
So like you said, if I may, I was talking to my brother the other day and I was telling him, he was going through a lot, you know what I'm saying? He got like 3 or 4 baby mamas,
Damn.
And he was like, they all try to take advantage of him because they know that, he got to pay child support, he don't got to establish jobs, so he come and live under whichever baby mama roof he end up living under. And he was like, but they always try to use that to their advantage to control him. And I brought that up. I said, you can never let a woman control you or you're going to be just like Adam.
Yeah. You sit in her house with no job and you tell her what the hell to do. Because she's just going off her emotions. Because if as fast as she packs your bags, What else does she do? As fast as she packs her bags to leave, what else does she do?
She's gonna bring it right back in.
She gonna unpack them bags just as fast. Because as soon as that demon leave her, and she know you going to the other woman's house, she gonna want you back at this house.
Right.
Okay. Why you take my cell phone charger? Nah, nigga, I know you got my cell phone charger. Just bring it back.
Right.
Man, I know you got it. Her phone on the charger. I know you got my cell phone charger. It's like this. She at home like this. Because now she wants you back. Now, I know you got my cell phone charger. My cell phone about to die. Reggie, my cell phone about to die. You know I need the cell phone because I got a call tomorrow. Just bring the cell. You come back over there. It's just to get you in there to talk.
Right.
She might argue a little bit then. Go get the bags. And then she putting your shit back in the drawer. Okay? But back to your question of Adam sinned first. That's what they said. That's what they stand on?
I think so.
Well, let's go ahead and get 1 Timothy 2:14. We can knock this right out the park right now.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived.
Read that one more time for your question askers.
And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
Read it one more time.
And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
That's what you need to show them. And tell them to explain that for their feminist movement. You see, Eve was a part of the first feminist movement because you know what? Give me that. Tamaki, find that for me where Eve sinned. So I can show them something. Yeah, I believe so. That is just crazy that they said that. You know what I mean? All right, go ahead. Let them know where we at, and tell them so they can read it. I want where ye will be as gods. No, we can start at 1 and run it up. We got time.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
Oh, that serpent was more subtle. Oh, he was so devious. When it's saying serpent, it's not talking about a snake. It's talking about somebody who is not from your nation. What you got? Yeah, what they say? It's important. Oh, a question from your rib? All right, let's finish this and then we'll get that.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
Hold on. He was more subtle than any beast of the field. You know, we are known as like the sheep, right? They are known as the beast because they come and they devour us. Go ahead.
Which the Lord God had made.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto the woman, yeah, hath God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2, and the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. Verse 3, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4, and the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. Verse 5, for God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as God.
That is the black woman is God. You know, like the Kemetic brothers, they be like, Oh, the black woman is God. Because she's nurturing. Because she has 9 months of gestation. And all their little high science that they try to use. But what did they say right there?
Then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
You see? That's the first time. And who was he telling that to? He was telling that to Eve. Okay? He was telling that to Eve. Okay? Now we're talking about the trees in the midst of the garden. Give me Ezekiel real quick. Ezekiel 31. Just real quick so we can get to that question in the. Oh yeah, it might be. I hope it is.
It's about the trees.
Yep.
31 and 1.
31 and 3.
Come. This is the book of Ezekiel.
This is your trees in the gardens. Christian, it wasn't just two people and the snake and an apple. I want y'all to know that. The trees of the garden are people. Go ahead and read.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 31, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, the Assyrian was a cedar in Lebanon.
You see, the Assyrian was a cedar tree in Lebanon. The Bible refers to people as trees. Okay? Continue. Drop down to 8. Hold on. This is for Christians right here. This is for every Christian. And y'all can use the whole thing. And if y'all need a breakdown, there's excellent breakdown. I get it from Cap many a times. But go to 8.
Verse 8. The cedars in the garden of God could not hide them.
Didn't it just say that the trees was a nation? Now it's showing you that in the garden of God. What do y'all think the garden of God is? That's the Garden of Eden, Christians. Continue reading.
In the garden of God cannot hide them.
Mm-hmm.
The fir trees were not like his boughs.
Uh-huh.
And the chestnut trees were not like his branches. Nor any tree in the garden of God was like unto him in his beauty.
You see, none of those other trees that was in the Garden of Eden, none of those other nations that were there, they weren't like us. That's what this is explaining. That's what we need to know. That's why you need precept upon precept, line upon line, and not listen to your stupid idiot pastor who doesn't know nothing but give me your goddamn money and eat this pork chop sandwich. Okay? These are things you need to know, or you'll grow up thinking it was two people and a snake and an apple. Okay? What's the question we had online? Because I don't want to go all the way through that.
All right. How you say that? This is from Sister Tramika.
Mm-hmm.
Like it, sir, if I may, someone near me made a comment about Job and Jeremiah, and Job. Made a comment about Job and Jeremiah, Job 3 and 1, and Jeremiah 20, chapter 20, verses 14 through 18.
All right, hold on.
Claiming that they
Go ahead.
were saying not to celebrate the day that they were born.
Oh yeah, but let's get it.
This more to it.
Go ahead.
And then second comment is, but that they were depressed and anxious, saying that they were wishing they were never born. Could I get a true breakdown of Job chapter 3 verse 1 and the book of Jeremiah chapter 20 verses 14 through 18?
Let's get it. Yeah, let's start there.
This is the book of Job, chapter 3, verse 1. After this opened Job his mouth and cursed his day. Verse 2, and Job spake and said, let the day perish wherein I was born, and the night in which it was said, there is a man-child conceived.
Continue.
Verse 4, let that day be darkness. Let not God regard it from above, neither let the light shine upon it. Mm-hmm. Verse 5, let darkness...
No, you don't read verse 5. All right, so you're not supposed to celebrate your birthday because What it does is it makes you a god. In the Satanic Bible, that's the highest celebration they have is your birthday because it makes you a god. Have you ever seen somebody celebrate their birthday? Oh, do you see how big they have to be? Do you see how mad they get when everybody doesn't show up to the club to get pissy drunk? You know, you see how angry they get? It should be cursed. That day should be cursed because the day of one's death is better than one's birth. We'll get that too. All right. What's the other one she asked for?
Jeremiah 20 and 14.
That is the bedrock.
20 and 14.
And probably 15. Well, let me see. Let me go to my notes. Yeah, Jeremiah 20 and 14 and 15.
She needs to break down because she posted and her sister
Yeah, try to say because they're in torment or something. That don't have nothing to do with anything. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are in torment right now. People in jail celebrate their birthday. People in prison doing a life sentence celebrate their birthday. You think they care that they're in hell? Exactly. People with absolutely no money. All they can get is a cupcake for 9 people in the family. They celebrate their birthday with 1 candle and 1 cupcake. They don't care about being poor or going through something. People dying of diseases, they celebrate their birthday. Go ahead and read this. This is a woo-wee. I don't even know how anybody commented on this. This is flat out. Read it.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 20, verse 14. Cursed be the day wherein I was born. Let not the day wherein my mother bare me be blessed. Verse 15. Cursed be the man who brought tidings to my father, saying, a man-child is born unto thee, making him very glad.
It's because we're not supposed to celebrate birthdays. If we did, we would really celebrate Christ's birthday. Right? We would really do that. We wouldn't celebrate it on December 23rd, which is the winter solstice, which is every deity's birthday. Okay? That's Nimrod's birthday. Why the hell would it be Christ? Go ahead.
So like I said, with Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 1.
That's where we going next. Go ahead and pull it. You already there. That's where we're going next, so they can understand it more. This is what I give to people who got a question about their loved one passing too.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 1.
A
good name is better than precious ointment.
A good name is better than that precious ointment. Go ahead.
In the day of death than the day of one's birth.
You see, we'll reverence that day that you pass. But that day that you're born, you're only born that day. So what the hell are you celebrating it? I was born in 1982. Why the hell would I still be celebrating in 2024? How does that make sense? I'm not born today in 2024. I was born whatever day, way the hell back then. Go ahead.
Like so is this saying that the day of death, like,
it's better than the day you're born?
The day of death is better than the day you're born. Right?
Yes. Hey, find me that one that says mourn when a child is born. Mourn when let me find it. Mourn when a child is born.
I got a few articles too.
Yeah. Jeremiah, no. All right, I got that. Just continue reading. Might be in there.
Verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that is the the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart.
You see, we got the. You could drop that. Dang, I cannot find what I'm looking for. But yeah, we are not supposed to celebrate birthdays. It's just not our custom. Okay, it's not our custom. That's why none of us. That's why nowhere in the Bible do you see people celebrating their birthday unless they are a heathen. Go to Genesis 4:20.
It's, it's the book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
And Abba bare Jabal. He was the father of such.
No, Genesis 40:20. Salakia if I said 4.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 40, verse 20. And it came to pass the third day, which was Pharaoh's birthday, that he made a feast unto all his servants, and he lifted up the head of the chief butler and of the chief baker among his servants.
You see, this is Pharaoh's birthday. Pharaoh celebrates birthdays. Continue reading.
Verse 21. And he restored the chief butler unto his butlership again, and he gave the cup into Pharaoh's hand. Verse 22. When he hanged the chief baker, as Joseph had interpreted to him.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 23. Yet did not the chief butler remember Joseph, but forgot him.
You see? All right, we'll get to him. You see, that's just what it is right there. You see, they forgot Joseph. Joseph was interpreting them dreams, you know. That chief butler was supposed to get him and take him to a different place, but he forgot him. But at the end of the day, he celebrated Pharaoh's birthday. Give me one more. Give me Matthew 14:6. This is why we don't celebrate birthdays. Let me show you how wicked celebrating birthdays is. Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 14, verse 6. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them and pleased Herod. Verse 7.
She danced all weird and he loved it. He was like, ooh. Go ahead.
Verse 7. Whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask.
So, since he liked it, you can have whatever you ask. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And she being before instructed of her mother, said, give me here John Baptist's head in a charger.
That's why John the Baptist don't have a head. Because it was somebody's birthday. And we was drinking and dancing and having fun. And you liked how I danced so much on your birthday that John the Baptist don't have a head. Okay.
I got an article.
We will in a minute, but you said there was more questions.
Yeah, there's a question in the chat.
From who?
Mia.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Sister Mia in the chat says, so we noticed the day of death. She said, Khan. Then the last question is, so we continue to notice the day of death, years to come, or only the day of death?
Okay, that's a good question. That's a real good question. So what she's asking is, do we continue to celebrate somebody's death, right?
So we continue to notice the day of death, years to come, or only in the day of death?
That's an excellent question.
So,
Go ahead.
it's about this. So, when somebody, like, let's say, for example, like, a young man get a name, ain't that celebrating the day of death?
That's the spirit. I mean,
Spiritual death.
yes, and not a physical death.
That verse is talking about physical.
Yes,
No.
yes. The one you need is become a new man. Okay. Let me get Let me get Ecclesiastes 3. For the sister.
Ecclesiastes.
No, yeah, Ecclesiastes. Salakia. Some of us don't say it all correct. The one word officers the Makia is he can say them Bible words correct. Don't have them read no name. Okay. Let's get 3 and 4. What is the one that I'm looking for though?
Somebody put in the chat Ecclesiastes 4, chapter 4, verses 2.
Hold on, let me see that one then.
All right. Look at it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get that too, but I want 3 and 4 first.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
A time to weep,
Yep.
a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance.
So there's a time for everything. There's a certain time. There's a scripture where it talks about how you take your time, you mourn, but after that, it's over. So you're not mourning them forever, okay? Because you understand reincarnation, that your spirit returns before the Most High and you return. So there's no need to just mourn them forever. Now let's get Ecclesiastes the 4 and 2.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verse 2. Wherefore I praise the dead, which are already dead, more than the living, which are yet alive.
Mm-hmm. See, that's why we do. That's why we don't. That's what I want the sister to know. We don't hold on to it. Yeah, you're going to love them forever. Yeah, you might think about them forever, but you don't have to mourn forever. You don't have to be sad forever. You take your time. You take your time and you grieve. The Bible tells you that. The Bible tells you to grieve. Okay, let me find that.
Just at the water.
Yeah, we take the time to grieve. Okay, but after that, then it's just it's just back to.
Can I pull that order?
Yeah, go ahead. Damn right. All right, somebody read 1 Thessalonians, I believe 4 and 13.
I got it on here though.
All right.
You want to read that first? Or?
Yeah, let me get this real quick. Would I ask for 4 and 13, I believe?
What's the one say?
1 Thessalonians 4 and 13.
This is the book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 4, verse 13. But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 14. For if we believe that Jesus died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Jesus will God bring them.
You see, that's why you don't have to be mourning over them forever, because you believe that they're going to rise again like Christ rose. Continue.
Verse 15. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep.
Mm-hmm. Continue.
Verse 16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Christ shall rise first.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 18. Wherefore comfort one another with these words.
That's what we do. We comfort one another with these words to let you know that your family is going to rise again. Okay? That's why when somebody passes, what do we say? May he rise again. Okay? We don't really deal with the dead. Like Christ said, he's the Lord he's the Christ of the living, not the dead. What was the next thing, Tamaki? What you have for me?
No, I had the article about the
Oh yeah, go ahead. For the birthdays, yeah, still falls right on topic.
Highest satanic day.
Damn, the highest, the Machia, the highest satanic day. That ain't even bowing down and kissing the devil's feet. It said the highest satanic day is what?
Birthday.
Is worshiping yourself.
Right. So it says holidays, Church of Satan. What holidays do Satanists celebrate? Since Satanism is a self-centered religion, the highest holiday of the year would be Satanist's own birthday,
Damn.
which needs no ritual,
Damn.
but should be to spin and doing, right? And then they kind of cut it off, right? And then this is the article that I want to read. I'm not sure if everybody can see. It says, what holidays do Satanists celebrate? Since Satanism, okay, yeah, let's see what I just read. So yeah, you have to see the screen.
Yeah, it just reiterates it.
Birthday.
Yeah, that is the highest day, and it's crazy. It's just crazy. Like you representing, you celebrating yourself and making you a god. The Bible says you should have no other gods above you. Okay.
Somebody also put in the chat, they want to go to number 66. I don't know what they want to say about number 66.
We'll see.
You want to go there?
Yeah, we'll see what they want to. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to mean by this, but they can say it. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead with that. Number 6 and 6.
This is a look at Numbers, chapter 6, verse 6. All the days that he separated himself unto the Lord, he shall come at no dead body.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, you're not supposed to go around no dead bodies and come into the temples. You're going to be unclean 7 days. What do they want from this?
I don't know. He's just trying to pull a precept.
Oh, thinking a precept for what we're talking about. Oh, just about coming around no dead body. I guess that's like for people who always want to go to the gravesite. Your mom been passed for 5-10 years, and you still going to the gravesite. You know, that does happen too. Any other questions?
Nah, the sister was just like, she said she appreciated as I shared myself with the world. I never knew.
Yep, no sweat, sis. None of us knew. Give me Amos. I hate your feast days. Is that 5, Demakia? 5 and 21?
Yeah.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days. I will not smell your solemn assemblies. Verse 22. That ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them.
You see, you have the party. This is just like your holidays right here, just like your birthday. He doesn't accept your feast days. You know, you cooking, you praying over these pork chops that y'all about to eat for this party, over this barbecue. Okay, continue.
Count on one time. I will not accept them.
Mm-hmm.
Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat.
You see, there ain't no peace offering. Why you asking him to bless your 30? I'm turning 30. It's my dirty 30. I'm gonna have a good year. Blessed this year. The Lord ain't doing that. Now you wonder why all these terrible things didn't happen. Because you didn't did this ritual of putting a candle on the cake and blowing it out. Not even knowing what the hell you doing. You just doing ritualistic things. Not even understanding it. Continue.
Verse 24.
No, verse 24. All right, go ahead. Give the mic to young man Terrence.
23 then.
Oh, but he said 24.
Nah, he skipped.
Well, don't mess up. You go back. No, you good. You read that. Read 23.
Like it. Verse 23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs.
Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs. You see, We singing a whole song to you for your birthday. We're singing a whole song, and you think that the Lord is up there singing too, because He created you this day. You think He up there singing happy birthday to you? Go ahead.
What's so heavy about the scripture is Christians believe that Christ's birthday was on Christmas. And then, they have another melody. Merry Christmas.
Yes.
And the Lord is saying, take that stuff away from me, that noise. I will not hear it.
Yeah. Your 4th of July barbecue, your birthday barbecue, your birthday dinner. You praying over all this stuff. Your Christmas ham, your Thanksgiving turkey. He doesn't want to hear none of those songs, right? You think you singing songs to Him, Silent Night. You think you singing No Happy Day to Him. You think you singing these songs to Him. You're not. Continue. That's it. Give the mic to young man Terrence.
Like this, sir, if I may, can I get a breakdown of Matthew 12 and verse 43?
All right, let's get there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can. The Queen of the South shall rise up in judgment. All right, we don't need none of that yet. Let's go right to 43.
The book of Matthew, chapter 12 and verse 43.
Mm-hmm.
When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest and findeth none.
All right, so when you coming up in this truth, you you're doing your 90 days, you're shedding yourself for the world. What you are doing is you are actually cleansing your body. You come in here, you smelling this frankincense and myrrh. You getting the breakdowns. You starting to follow the law, statutes, and the commandments. So what's happening is this demon is being forced out of your body. So when that demon is forced out of your body, he walketh through dry places because he's seeking rest. He's looking for another host. See, what the demon needs is a host. The demon needs us. We don't need the demon, but the demon needs us, or else they're just going to and fro through the earth, walking, seeking to find rest, but he findeth none. Continue.
Verse 44. Then he said, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he has come, he findeth it empty, swept and garnished.
All right, so when he comes back, when that demon comes back to you, you've been following the law, statutes, commandments. He doesn't find weed. He doesn't find cigarettes. He doesn't find cocaine. He doesn't find lean. He doesn't find pork. He doesn't find shrimp. He doesn't find crab. He doesn't find lobster. He doesn't find the lust of the flesh, the lust for another nation. Those things are no longer in you. So he's like, damn. I left, he was dirty. When I left, he had rats, roaches, cups everywhere. The floor was covered. I come back, I can't even recognize this man. He done cleaned up everything. His house is clean. He don't have no roaches. He don't got no cigarette butts on the floor. He don't got none of that. His house is immaculate. Continue reading.
Verse 45. Then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself.
You see, then he goes and he'll go and get more demons, more stronger demons to come back unto you. That's why you see somebody, they'll have a weed addiction, and then they try to tighten up, and then you see them again, they fell off, and now they got a cocaine addiction. And it's like, damn, you way worse off. You know what I mean? Because they're coming with stronger demons. A dude, he might go and be a alternative lifestyle. Hold on. You want to say something?
No, it's a question, and I got a precept.
All right, let me finish his question before we move on. All right, yeah. But so they see that and they be like, all right, I need some help. So they bring 7 stronger demons, more mightier than they were. And that's how you be seeing people like, damn, you like, man, all these time you was just doing this. Now you're doing this. Like, what happened to you? All right, continue.
Sir. And they entered in and dwelled there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first.
And that's what makes the continue. You can finish it out.
Even so, shall it be also unto the wicked generation.
You see, that's what it is. Like you stray away from this truth, and you're gonna see that whatever demons you had before, you can multiply those by 7. Because that demon that left you, he comes back with 7 more demons. That's why you was just smoking killer. All right. Then now you got a crack addiction. Now you got an opioid addiction. Something that you was able to function with, now you can't function at all. You know, you used to have a few drinks. Now you're just some raging alcoholic. Or now you're a raging. Now you drink alcohol and it's like you like things that you wouldn't normally like.
Right.
Now that you're drunk, that man, he kind of looks good to you. That child, she kind of looks good to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? When before, those thoughts would never even ever enter your head. You would have never felt that way. And those demons, they come back stronger. That help you out?
Come on, second. And with that being said, like when them 7 evil spirits come back, you just stay on the same thing. And like, let's say, like right now, all the spirits, you know what I'm saying, like the demons and stuff, they leave, and then when they come back, 7 more, you just keep doing the same thing, and would the same thing work, or?
What do you mean? The
like,
law, statutes, and commandments and coming to class?
So that's not what, I guess that's not really what I'm asking, but it's like, that will be able to fend off the 7 demons as well. You know
Yes. Yes. Counsel and all of that. I experienced this.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have thoughts that come in your head that would never ever come into your head. And that's because you got to fight them demons. Sometimes the demons, they lay dormant and they'll stay silent and then they'll try to pop up. You think you cleared all 7, but you might have only cleared 5.
Right.
Might have some real strong ones deep down in there that one day, 2-3 years after the truth, it pop in your head like you should. You know what I mean? But you got to understand, everything we do, we put it with the scripture. So if it goes against the scripture, then you know that's a demon. You like if you have a thought, if you ever have a thought about let's just say about you're hurting for money and you have a thought about robbing a bank, you have to know that's a demon trying to destroy you.
Right.
You know, that demon wants you to go to jail for 15 to life. You know, it wants to help destroy you. So, because we know that according to the law, statutes, and commandments, we can't go rob a bank. You know, so you gotta put it with that. But you have to watch, man, because demons know the Bible too. Demons are strong. Demons are smart. You know what I mean? And they call it that familiar spirit, especially that one you've been fighting this lifetime, your last lifetime, and the time before. All right.
So like I said, with that being said, in Acts 19, the evil spirit answered and said, in 15 said, and the evil spirit answered and said, Jesus I know and Paul I know, but who are ye? When he was talking to them, they were trying to, it was like the exorcist and everything. Like get the spirit out of that person.
Is this when they sent him and he wanted to go into the pigs?
Come on.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not 100% sure about that. It's the one that says, the certain of the vagabond Jews exorcists took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits the name of the Lord Jesus, saying, we adjure you by Jesus whom Paul preached. So my question, it's not really about the scripture, but can you get to a point where demons, when they see you, they know that like, oh, this is this person, we're not gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I don't think that don't mean they won't try to tempt you or test you, because hell, Satan knew who Christ was and he still try to test and tempt him.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they know that if they know they can't beat you.
Right.
They know if you standing on your business and you got that hedge around you protecting you, they know that. Go ahead, Tamakio, what you was gonna say.
I got a precept to answer his question and sister's question online. If you want the sister's question online before I get the precept first.
Yeah, you got that the precepts for both of them? Yeah, get her question real quick.
The question is, what do we do when you have been filled now with Christ, and the evil spirit is still watching you.
All right, pull your precept.
All right, my precept, y'all gonna need the apocryphal for this one. All right, let's go to Ecclesiastes, chapter 30.
And somebody find me endure to the end, the same shall be saved. Demakia, where we going?
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 30, verse 21.
You read it too? It's like a baby crying right here. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 30 and verse 1.
No, 30 and 21.
30 and verse 21.
30 and 21 and 31. And, all right, go
Give
ahead.
not over thy mind to heaviness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, give not over thy mind to heaviness. You don't waste your time. You see, this is the one good thing about the truth. Being in the truth, I don't have to think. I don't have to come up with the answer. I don't have to do none of that. Continue reading.
Come on, connoisseur, and afflict not thyself in thy own counsel.
I call cap. Salakia, sir. This is this and this and this and this and this. I'll just do this. This and this and this and this and this and this. And what I'm doing right here is getting the answer. Just go get the answer. Just go get the counsel. That's what you have to do. You have to get that counsel. You get that counsel, and you'll be able to defeat those demons because they can help you. And you got to fight. Give me what I asked for.
She commented. She said, "Okay, I did that. The water, I just feel afflicted."
All right, give me. I got something better than. Well, give me the endure to the end.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 13. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
He that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. You have to endure to the end because this is always going to be a test. Okay? Ecclesiastes is where it's at.
21.
No, I want, you know what I want, Damaki. I want prepare.
Yeah.
Yes, I want that. Yeah, give me that. For my son, if you come to serve. Yes, that's what I want.
Y'all got it? Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 1.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Prepare for what?
Thy soul for temptation.
Read that one more time for the sister.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
You're going to be tempted. You're going to always be tempted. That's just how it is. But what's going to happen is you're going to get stronger and stronger to where those temptations don't matter. Okay? What we just read, that was verse 1? Yeah, you got to prepare yourself for temptation. Because, what, you seen something?
I'm hearing something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Read that one more time.
My son, if thou come to
Tell them
serve,
where you at.
what's it?
Tell them where you're at.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
That's what we have to do. We have to prepare our soul for temptation. When you come to serve the Lord, you better believe everything is going to try to pull you away. That is the job. The job is to pull you away. Continue reading.
Verse 2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Sometimes.
Constantly endure.
When you feel good.
Constantly endure. And make not haste in time of trouble.
That's what we have to do. Don't run in the time of trouble. You have to constantly endure. Continue reading.
Verse 3. Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
That's what you want to do. You want to be increased at your last end. Go ahead.
So, like, sir, is that meaning, like, right when you feel like you about to fall off, that could be the time that you get what you've been enduring for?
Exactly. Or you could fall off and get nothing, and come and try to come back and start over again. It might be in the next life. I don't know. That's what it is. You feel me? Exactly. That's what we got to do. All right, continue reading.
Verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
You see, when you're at that low state, when you don't know how you're going to pay this bill, when you don't know how you're going to destroy this demon, what you got to do is you have to take whatever's coming cheerfully. Continue reading.
Verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire.
For what?
For gold is tried in the fire.
For gold is tried in the fire. Okay, that's how you try gold. You want to get gold, you know what you do to purify it? You put it in fire. That's what you do with metal. That's how you purify metal. You put it in fire. Because you know what fire does? It takes out all of the impurities. Continue reading.
And acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Okay, we'll get to them. We got time today.
Right.
I didn't have time last time, but I got time today. All right, go ahead.
Verse 6. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him.
Continue reading. Yeah, there's something going on out there, but nobody cares. Go ahead.
Verse 7. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall.
Continue.
Verse 8. Ye that fear the Lord, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail.
That's what you got to do. You got to keep striving. You got to keep fighting so you could get the reward that the Lord is trying to give you. But you have to be worthy of it. Continue reading.
Verse 9. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Verse 10. Look at the generations of the old.
Look at who?
The generations of old.
That's what we got to look at. We got to look at the generations of the old. Look at the old prophets, the preaching prophets. Look at these scriptures. Look at these records. Look at the ones of old. Continue.
Come and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
So when we trusted in the Lord, was we ever confounded? Look today. Look today. Who is confounded that trusted in the Lord? Who gets confounded in the Israelite school of UPK? We destroy hecklers. We destroy all battles. We win every battle. That's because we're not winning the battles. The Lord is winning the battles. It ain't you. It's the Lord.
Right.
He's winning the battles. Continue reading.
Did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Continue reading.
Verse 11.
Actually, we could drop that. That's good enough. I was going to go to 18, but we're going to end that. What we got on there? What we got on?
So in the chat, right, it said, I would like your wisdom shared on Numbers 6, the vows of Nazarite. what we would find in it, or why we are called to it.
A Nazarite is a read 6 and 1. Let's just go through it.
Numbers is
No, number 6.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 6, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when either man or woman shall separate themselves to vow a vow of Nazarite, to separate themselves unto
That's what being a Nazarite is. You take a vow. Y'all can do that today. You want to take a vow from something, speak to the heads, you take a vow, you take an oath of not to do something, and that's what being a Nazarite is. Continue reading.
Khan. He shall separate himself from wine and strong drink, and shall drink no vinegar of wine or vinegar of strong drink. Neither shall he drink any liquor of grapes, nor eat moist grapes or dry.
Continue.
Verse 4. All the days of his separation shall he eat nothing that is made of the vine tree from the kernels even to the husk. Verse 5. All the days of the vow of the separation, there shall no razor come upon his head, until the days be fulfilled, in the which he separate himself unto the Lord. He shall be holy, and shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow. Verse 6. All the days that he separated himself unto the Lord, he shall come at no dead body.
All right. So that's the dead body. That's the same brother that said about the dead body.
They're not commenting.
Continue reading. This is what it means by the dead body. It's just regular stuff. Regular stuff that we do today. Go ahead.
Verse 7. He shall not make himself unclean for his father, or for his mother, or for his brother, or for his sister, when they die, because the consecration of his God is upon his head.
So what does that mean? Not the consecration. We ain't gonna go that deep with y'all. What does it mean? He shall not make himself unclean for his father, nor his mother, for his brothers or his sisters when they die. What does that mean? How do you become unclean when somebody dies? Give him the mic.
So if you go to funerals, don't you become unclean, right?
That's what it's talking about. That's exactly what it's talking about. Okay? That's it. I don't know what else to say to that. Is there anything, Tabakia? Any more questions? In the room? Out the room? Okay. Well, let's get a little bit of the class that was supposed to be taught tonight. Unless y'all got some. You got some? Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. What you got?
So like I said, why the Christians say that we only supposed to, they said, why are they supposed to give all of our money to the poor?
Christians say that?
Yeah, he said you're supposed to give all of our money towards the poor, and the poor, whenever they get the money, they're supposed to give all their money towards someone else who's poor to keep us.
Oh, I know what they're saying. Like one hand washes the other. Like pay it forward. They have a thing out there called pay it forward, but I just never heard Christians try to give anything really. All right, they say a lot of things, but I need to hear that because you talking about they say you're supposed to give everything to the poor. Then why do they take offering?
That's a good question. You're trying to recognize it.
Yes,
You're trying to recognize it.
that's what they're trying to do. You're trying to weaponize because we give more to the poor than a Christian or some fake Israelite. Because a Christian, I believe they're trying to get money in the church. That's why they let your alternative lifestyle lead the choir. They be banging that tambourine, and I ain't saying the tambourine is that. I ain't saying the tambourine make you. Yahweh play an excellent tambourine. That doesn't make you. Okay, Yahweh, he know all them. Because of Cap, he know all them percussion instruments. That's a percussion family right there. You just throw them any kind of percussion, and they gonna pop to the pot, pop to the pot. I don't even know how they do it. Go ahead.
So like you said, I made earlier, one of the officers in Houston, he shared a video on Facebook. It was a Christian pastor. He was saying that why y'all give y'all money to the poor when it ain't gonna do nothing for you? You should only give it to the church and pay tithes.
Yeah, because they are all greedy dogs. Let's get that.
I seen that. I was like,
So
Yes.
So it's not a commandment to give all your money to the poor, right?
Hell no. It's a commandment to give 10% to God, but everything to the poor. What is that? What the hell is that whistling? Then turn the ringer off. Everybody knows when you come to class, you turn your damn ringer off. Well, turn that joint low. You're looking at the phone, you'll see it. The hell is it whistling for?
This is another question. Here, sir. You want the question?
No, first I want to get this about the pastors. They are all greedy dogs. Just give me Micah 3 and this is what your Christian pastor is. That's why he doesn't want you to give anything to the poor. Right here, Micah 3 and 11. We'll just do that one. The other one I know it's in Jeremiah. Oh yeah, it's Jeremiah.
the book of Micah, chapter 3 and verse 11.
Uh-huh.
The heads thereof judge for reward,
Mm-hmm.
and the priests thereof teach for hire.
You see, that's what your TD, that's what your pastors is doing, your preachers. That's what they're doing. Go ahead.
And the prophets thereof divine for money. Yet will they lean upon the Lord and say, is not the Lord among us? None evil can come upon us.
You thought TD Jakes, no matter when he did that little, remember he shimmied across the stage?
Right.
He shimmied across that stage
Right.
with Diddy. You thought he was gonna ever be mentioned with Diddy in some scandal? No, because they got all this money because they teach for hire that the Lord must be with him. He started from this small church with a half-fro,
Right.
a half-fro and a little beard, and he was sweating and all, and no, he was doing all of that, right?
Right.
Oh, then he shaved that head and he was sweating across a big stage, gliding, just sweat everywhere. I watched TD Jakes so many times. I've never seen him read a Bible verse. Just talks. They're motivational speakers
Right.
because they're for hire. I don't even think he comes out like. I want to say it's got to be more, but I don't think he even comes to your church if you don't got like 5,000 off the rip. That ain't the tithes and offering. That's just to show up, I think.
Right.
And it might be more now. When you go to his church, you got to pay.
What's that called when the rappers do that? That's when the show got to pay them before they get there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they got to do. They need to know. You know what I mean? It's just that's what it has became like, and we're looking up to them thinking that they're men of God, when really they're not. They're men of mammon. You know, you cannot serve God and mammon. All right, you cannot serve God and money. Thamakia, go ahead with the question. Oh, Salakia, was that it on?
So we got a second, right? There's been a comment about the book of Numbers.
Oh my
chapter 6.
goodness, what are they asking?
So
Just ask.
right. So he's saying, was hoping to know why one would be called to take up the vow, right? And then he says, what I have gathered from you is that it is not worth discussing. And he says, I don't want to take up the time. I apologize.
No, you take up as much time as you want. Just be clear, all right? So read that again, Tamaki, because I don't know what he's asking. Say that one more time.
He says, was hoping to know why one would be called to take up the vow. And what I have to gather from you is that it is not worth discussing.
Everything is worth discussing.
Right.
It just depends on who's discussing it. Okay? Somebody might come in here and discuss everything that's on your mind. They might. I just might not. Give me where it tells Samson's mother that he's going to be a Nazarite.
She's like, Nelson's about to hit what she gets tomorrow.
She's in the Bahamas. She travels like that. That exists. Most High in Christ. Okay, well, you know, just follow the law, statutes, and commandments, and you know, Lord willing, we have that hedge around us. Okay, but the Lord is sending great tempests through the earth. Now, give me. I need where he tells where the Lord where it tells Samson's mother that he's going to be a Nazarite.
So that brother talking about he in Austin.
Most High,
was on here. He said he in Austin.
Most High in Christ. You know.
Well, the second is.
Who has that?
I'm not familiar with that verse.
Yep. Judges 16 and 17.
This is the book of Judges, chapter 16, verse 17. That he told her all his heart and said unto her, there had not come a razor upon mine head, for I have been a Nazarite unto God from my mother's womb.
That's not what I want. I want when he tells his mother. So that's the wrong one. Let's see. Maybe 13. Let's go to 13. Yep. Yeah, 13, and we could start. Just start at 1.
I'm about to say 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3 too, but I just want to start just from the top.
This is the book of Judges, chapter 13, verse 1. And the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of the Lord. And the Lord delivered them into the hand of the Philistines for 40 years.
You see, sometimes you need to become a Nazarite because we just always doing wickedness. You just need to separate yourself and be into the Lord. Continue reading.
Verse 2. And there was a certain man of Zorah, of the family of the Danites,
Yep.
whose name was Manoah,
Mm-hmm.
and his wife was barren, and bare not.
See, his wife was barren. Barren means your womb is sealed up and you're not going to be able to have kids. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto the woman and said unto her, Behold, now thou art barren and bearest not, but thou shalt conceive and bear a son.
Okay, continue.
Verse 4. Now therefore, beware, I pray thee, and drink not wine, nor strong drink, and eat not any unclean thing. Verse 5. For lo, thou shalt conceive and bear a son, and no razor shall come on his head. For the child shall be a Nazarite unto God from the womb, and he shall begin to deliver Israel out of the hand of the Philistines.
Stop there. That's what a Nazarite is. It's a vow that is taken. It is something that separates you unto God. It's something that you're not going to do for God. I don't know if that helps the brother's question, but if not, we do have Captain of 10,000 Yatazak tomorrow. And if I can't help you, he for damn sure can. He could give you all the understanding, all the knowledge about it that you need. But that's what I know about a Nazarite. You know, let me get one more for that. Give me number 6. Go to 21. 6 and 21.
Numbers 6 and 21.
Well, let's just start at 13. Or no, let me get. No, I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm not even gonna get into it. But that's what the Nazarite is. Okay. Any other questions?
Last one, sir.
No, you don't have to have no last ones. I
Okay.
could make it. We can go till the Day of Atonement.
That's exactly what I was gonna ask.
All right, Most High in Christ.
That's crazy. I was gonna say, do you have any advice? This is the first time I'm gonna be doing it.
Yeah.
Advice,
The first bit of advice I got is just, you already in the truth. You're already following the law, statutes, and commandments. Just eat good before sundown. It's about to be sundown. That sun coming right here, or you fill up. Don't do like I did last year. I had a choice between food or drink. Only had time for one. I chose the wrong one, so I suffered. But yeah, usually I don't even get hungry till like an hour before. The Lord gonna be with you. So I don't know how your eating habits are through the day. Like, do you wake up and eat breakfast? Yeah, so like most of us, we eat 1 or 2 times a day anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to come here. We're going to come together. We're going to fill up, and after we fill up, man, I should have worn that one today, man. I wear that. All right, but we're going to fill up. All right, and you're gonna be full to where you don't want to eat. You're gonna go to sleep. You're going to wake up, and you're just gonna carry yourself like a normal day. And before you know it, 24 hours will be up, and we'll be eating again. But me, I usually get hungry like an hour, maybe an hour and a half before, and then the food is cooking anyway at that time, so it's not killing you, because it's just like you just as hungry as you is waiting for dinner every other day. But last year I was hungry at 7 a.m. So I had to just suffer. That was my own fault. Okay. Yeah, either or. Go ahead.
Like, why do Christians say Jacob is not a prophet?
They say Jacob is not a prophet.
Yeah.
I got one more question.
I don't know why they say that. We'll ask Cap tomorrow.
I was gonna ask. We'll start Thursday night or Friday night.
We start Friday night at sundown. So do Friday, then we have Saturday. It's glorious. No, you're not eating. You don't eat nothing at camp.
You said Friday night?
Yeah, I mean they might order something.
Yeah, a little something.
Might, but
We got some sure that's in there.
I don't know. We'll see. But I know that I know we'll be Tawab. The Lord will be with you.
Right.
It's gonna be a different experience, but you probably gonna be in a state of mind to where you're not even thinking about it because you're going about your day normally, like whatever you do. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna go to the slave. I'm gonna do that. You did it before?
I did it when I was a young man.
Oh, you did the Day of Atonement?
That shit light work.
Yeah. That's because y'all are lightweight. I could go about probably 8 days without eating.
Right.
No, I'll be starving. Don't get it twisted. But I'm saying my body, I got enough belly fat to let you know what I mean. So that's probably why. Go ahead, Tamakia. But you got to eat heavy. I'm saying you're full, and take a couple more bites.
Hey, you know why I messed up? I wanted to play basketball.
Yeah, you don't do that. Yeah, you
Watch
yeah,
this, sir.
you
Watch
tripping.
this.
Go ahead.
How many brothers from Austin in here? There ain't no hands raised. A Day of Atonement is a regular day in the city of Austin, Texas, man. We grew up in poverty. So, we go without eating all the time. So what's another day? And doing it for the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
And you're going to eat.
And this is just gonna strengthen your zeal. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's not letting them evil spirits into you.
That's right.
So that's why we serve the Lord in this day of atonement, because we can atone to endure.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we're trying to fish these brothers out here in Austin. And shout out to the Down South Cookout, man.
That's right. Give that a hand. That's right. And just think about this. You're going to eat Friday and you're going to eat Saturday. There's going to be a day in between there, but you're still eating both days. It ain't like you're waking up Friday and not eating till Sunday. You're going to eat on Friday and you're going to eat on Saturday. So you're going to be too wild.
For all the brothers saying we in Hebrew Academy, ain't no food in my.
You be too wild.
Only thing I was gonna say, such like if I may, is that I'm just happy to be able to be keeping that day.
Exactly.
Keep that day.
Yeah.
The first time I'm ever doing it, so it's just
Yeah. It's going to be glorious. My first time, the Lord made it just so easy on me. I don't know what the heck. It was just so it was so easy. Like usually I would be hungry, but I didn't get hungry till an hour before and the food was being cooked. So it was cool. But I have had Day of Atonements where they were Day of Atonements. Where I drove. I remember I was talking to Tamakia sitting outside the gas station because I was starving and I really I had to call my brother. I ain't let him know what was going on. Like I should have, but I had to just hear this nigga voice and talk to him because I started to go in that store. I drove to that store and I called Tamakia. And I talked to him I sat in that parking lot for like a half hour talking to him. And then I was able to drive off. But I almost fell because I was starving. But just talking to him, fighting with him, I made it through. Go ahead.
I will give a testimony if I could.
Yep, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Officer 5001 Yalla. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right. Give him a hand. You goddamn right.
My first day of atonement was with Officer 5001 Yalla and Captain Yatazai, slacking for the order, and Kahanga Boy.
Mm-hmm.
We did a mission from Austin all the way to Houston to shoot a video with K Reno, Point Blank. You know what I'm saying? No food.
That's all his people.
You know what I'm saying? We traveling on the road. And then when we get there, you know how long a video shoot.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
They had the food trucks outside.
Ooh, smelling good.
They were like, ooh, what time is it? 6:50.
Ooh, Salakia, can't eat nothing.
I'm like, yo, we gonna give it a go. He's like, man, if you get something, let's get it. So we got some fries. And we bust down them fries down the middle, like 2 men of honor. And went to Sabbath service, and that was it.
That's right.
And then we did what we had to do, man. That was my first day of atonement.
That's how it is, man.
The Most High hand for
the Most High hand for the Day of Atonement. And then you know, the Arabs, they want to take the Muslims, they want to take our Day of Atonement and turn it into some Ramadan. That ain't, because you do it longer, you ain't even doing it. They eat between certain things. Go ahead.
Sister B has a question online.
Go ahead.
She says, so Day of Atonement is Thursday evening to Friday evening?
No, Friday evening till Saturday evening. Friday sundown till Saturday sundown. Yep, that will tell her everything. And with that, let's pass the, I don't even know. Pass the classic young man Terrence. Let's give him an opportunity. Give him a hand.
All right, this is the ISUPK security announcements. We know that ISUPK started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limit for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 to 10 means tenth in Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, the free will offering for a priest. It's not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Got the Day of Atonement, the 10th day of the 7th month, Friday, October 11th, 2024. We find it in Leviticus chapter 23, verse 27 through 32. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that, I'll pass the class back to Officer 500, Officer Jerome.
With that, we're going to Amajium. Give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Madu Shabbat, Amajium, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Bagatah. Yajamatah, we're going to Sar, which means turn, face the sisters. Sister stand. Give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Madu Shabbat, Amajium, Barak, Yahweh Shemon Alatam Ba'Shem Yahweh Yajamatah.